Hello again. Okay, same day as the last video. Um, my second crisis of the evening that I mentioned in my last video was at 4:30 in the morning. I was awakened by my cat chasing something and getting very wild and rambunctious. And then suddenly I was brought a present on my bed. And so I carefully took her. See, every time I see her come out from another room, I'm looking in her mouth. Um, I carefully picked her up and put her on the floor. And she dropped what was in her mouth and it started to run away. Oh, yeah. This figment of my imagination was trying to get away from my cat. Oh, who is this? Oh, who is that? Oh, don't look at my mess. Hey, the star of the show. Oh, she's so awesome. Oh, what an awesome cat. Anyway, she's going back to her food. I think the fact that I'm talking has attracted her attention. Anyway, yeah. So, all that headache I was going through, when my car insurance said that there was no evidence of rat damage. It was a very small mouse that she had. I had been feeling the vibrations under my feet, under my bed, and I had been going through this for months, and I never saw, not a one. And this is the first time. So what I think was, here's the deal: every time I move to a new camp, a new location, I think oftentimes my chances are good that I get rid of whatever is in my rig. But here's the deal. Whatever gets in my rig and has been in my rig has left a scent trail. And so whenever I go to a new place, I now have, I could get rid of everyone every time I go to a new place. The problem is there's a welcome wagon in my rig. It's a scent trail left by the vermin before them, saying, "Come on in. It's safe in here. This is a good place to be." Except they soon learn that there is a monster inside inside the rig that's going to eat them alive. And oh yeah, see, I love this cat even if she wasn't a mouser. And even if I didn't have her, I would still have a cat that, for mousing purposes, even if I didn't love the cat. I mean, even if it wasn't a nice, friendly, cuddly, warm cat like she is. Either would do, but she's both in one, and she's awesome. Anyway, yeah, she was on it. She was just like, she was just right on that thing. And yeah, she brought me the mouse, but she still had it in her mouth. But if I hadn't picked her up, she would have set it down right on top of me. And see, this is kind of freaking me out now because I could wake up in the middle of the night and have something right in my face. Oh, ooh. Anyway, and so my struggle is now, if you did get a brief view of my messy kitchen, it's been a long time, and I had a reservation, and I was frantically trying to meet expectations of my mooch stalker's house, trying to clean up the space where I had been dwelling while waiting for the return of my rig. And of course, even before I brought it in to Camping World, um, I I can feel it moving around right now. Something down below me it's moving the rig. Anyway, here's the problem now: is I need to reorganize this place and because I've got food that is not sealed up in containers, because a couple of months ago I got really strict and I was going to put everything in sealed up glass containers, like a cookie jar thing. And there was nothing that was going to come in here, not even a loaf of bread, unless it was sealed tight in something. And then and I just got comfortable. I got my rig back, and I just thought, yeah, I'm just going, And so I started to, when I started to move back in, I started to organize it real pretty, and everything, went in its little space. But then it came down to the wire, and my reservation was, coming soon. And I didn't want to change my reservation, and I wanted to make sure I have everything I needed. And then, I had to clean up certain areas and at my mooch docker's house, and I had to get it all done. So I got to the point where I figured, I'll organize it later. I'll just throw it in there in bags of stuff. I'll just throw everything that I think I'm gonna need in a bunch of bags, and I'll resort it. I'll resort it later. Like, okay, let me like, I don't sleep with this on there. This is moved here temporarily, and basically I wanted to put everything in these little bins. They fit perfectly. I fit about 4 of them underneath my dinette, and of course I can't store stuff under there like during the winter, because my propane furnace has a vent that's right underneath my dinette, so I can't store any food under there during the winter. So I don't intend on using the furnace at this time, and if I do, I got to move everything out of there. So I'm here for so many days, and what I'll probably, because what makes this difficult to manage is, yes, part of it is because it's a lot of stuff, but it's also because even daily maneuvering, when I'm trying to go to the bathroom and empty my pee bottle and bucket and throw away garbage and just do stuff going in and out, I am keeping the cat inside. Now, when I was at my mooch docker's house, she went outside, and she knows the area real well. And even we stayed inside my mooch docker's house in a room and in a guest room temporarily, and so she knows the area. So I get comfortable allowing her outside. And also, oftentimes I didn't have to clean the litter box as much when she was outside doing her thing. And she wants outside. She's used to being outside, and I'm not letting her outside because we're in camp, and the rules are for pets, they have to be on leashes. Now, she does have a collar. It was difficult putting a collar on her at first with her name and ID, my phone number. But in case she sneaks out, I want somebody to be able to return her to me. But now that we're in camp, I've already tried. She's part feral, because her former owner found her wild. She was skinny and pregnant, and then she was captured by some feline alliance. Captured her and gave her shots, and I don't know what happened to her babies, but she used to be pregnant. Anyway, she's got a big belly, and but she's a little wild. She's extremely friendly for a cat, and I knew going in. I thought she maybe she wouldn't be all that cuddly, be all that friendly, but I got a bonus, and it's something I didn't expect, and I'm real happy that she's very attached to me. People have said, she's very attached to me. Anyway, most of the time I want her to go sleep in her own bed and not in mine. And that's probably why she brought me the mouse, because she wanted to show me. She was trying to feed me. Yeah, she was helping to provide for the family, for the household. Anyway, so I have an interesting situation. I have mice under there, and you know darn well why they're there, because they smell the scent trail left by whatever vermin were in there before, and because there was a scent trail, which well, my insurance said there was no damage from. It was damage enough for to invite more vermin every time I go to camp. So apparently, this is my destiny. Is I'm stuck. I'm stuck with attracting vermin all the time, and I'm not real happy about that. I want to be a nomad, and I love this little house. Very happy to be in this house, but I got to tell you, I was not happy to be when I thought something was gonna nibble on the back of my head when I felt the vibrations. Now, I don't know what kind of critter, what size it was, how many there were, what was in here before. What I saw last night was a little teeny tiny mouse, which didn't, and actually surprisingly, after all I've been through, it didn't bother me that much comparably, because it was little. But I think the big, huge rat would freak me out, and I would go home. I would not stay in here. Um, but I I feel I feel like the cat is going to keep things a little under control, and I've kind of faced the reality of it. I'm not happy about it. Um, I'm very disappointed in Camping World, and I don't blame my insurance company. If there was no damage, there was no damage, and I'm certainly happy about that because it was going to cost somebody money, and there was probably a deductible and all that. But all is not over yet, because there is still it ain't over, because Camping World, that claimed to do something and charged over $400 for. By the way, somebody else paid that bill, and it wasn't me. Okay, just FYI. Uh, um, I don't really think Camping World did much. They put in. I said that I wanted a new fan to keep the place cooled down, maybe a Fantastic fan, because the one I have up in my ceiling. Let me show you. Here, let me show you. Okay. Um. Oh wait, no, the in button is pushed. The in button was already pushed in. Okay. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. Absolutely nothing. Okay. Anyway, the thing doesn't work. It doesn't work. Okay. And this is. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. I sat on my cat. Sorry. um. So that's what I asked to have replaced. We had the conversation. Somebody who was waiting in the car at Camping World, waiting to take me home, and the guy at Camping World knew that this person was waiting to take me home. He said, "Well, we're gonna, wanted to take time, extra time, to have this little conversation so that we would make sure that they knew exactly what I was expecting." So apparently that's what we were doing, and I explained to him explicitly. I said, I'm going to take this place out in the hot summer, and I want to keep cool. And I explained that to him, and he responded and to the conversation in conversation terms, and told me his feelings about things. And I don't want to specify the specifics, what exactly we were talking about, because it involved location. But he knew that my mom was sitting in her car waiting for me to take me home. And we spent this extra time, and I told him that I wanted a fan that worked to keep me cool in the hot summer. And they put a new fan in my bathroom. Now, I never asked for that, but the interesting thing was, the clincher was, and he had referred me to fans in the store that were on sale, and I picked one out, and they apparently installed it in the bathroom. Now, the bathroom did need a new fan. Okay, so I guess this is a plus. It is a plus. It is. But here's the thing. That's not what I asked for, and it wouldn't suit my needs as well as a new fan right above me, right above my bed where I sleep. That is really what would keep me cool at night, for the most part, as opposed to a bathroom fan. I say I don't use the shower. I don't heat water for showers. I don't even usually. I have used the toilet before, but I've been using the bucket. But I have never showered in this thing ever, not even once. So a bathroom fan is kind of ridiculous, according to my usage. And so it's about priorities, about listening skills. He could have been doing porn. He could have been working on other clients' profiles. He could have been doing some kind of work that he needed to do while he was having me sit there pretending that he was listening to me. I think what it was is he simply didn't take any notes, and then in his mind he didn't care, and he didn't make sure that whoever did the job took over the job. He didn't make sure that they were doing what I asked for. So I didn't believe them. I don't trust them in what they did. So I'm not going back to Camping World. I don't intend to do so. There is a guy that I was referred to who is a mobile RV repair person. And I have an appointment with him to replace my awning. And I am going to be looking for a fan to maybe buy at a discount, one that I can find online, maybe if I can find a good deal, and just have him install it on the same day he's doing the awning so that I don't have to pay for an extra service charge. So that's what I'm planning in the future. So I have mixed feelings about being back in camp. My first night, I locked myself out of my rig, and my cat catches a mouse and brings it to my bed. Anyway, the situation as it is now, I tried to get a hold of that little thing. I was going to throw it outside. But unfortunately, the mouse was running away, and she was going after it. Good for her. She was awesome. But the thing is I don't know where it is now. And I assume the thing is dead because it was definitely damaged. And it's dead or dying, and it's somewhere inside of my rig. And I am not happy about that. I do not know where that thing is. I don't have maybe I do. If I can find a flashlight that I can point under, because when I first got her, she used to hang out underneath the driver's seat, when she was scared of me, the first day, and she likes that area. Anyway, that's one of the areas I'm gonna look, but I need to find that thing because that thing's gonna be rotting. Ugh, it's just disgusting. So I had a choice to make. I mean, I can make use of this thing and deal with the mouse problem, but it's very disappointing because I feel like I'm destined to I have to deal with mice now forever. What, for the rest of my nomadic life? Because I had one infestation, I'm now stuck with infestations for the rest of the time that I keep this rig. That's why